Hello, welcome back to Rich Drive. Today we are looking at a Toyota Vitz vehicle. The owner has been complaining that at certain speeds the check engine light comes on, and also the four-wheel drive malfunction light comes up with it. But when he lowers the speed, the check engine light disappears and everything goes back to normal. But accompanying the check engine light, or the check engine light that he's seeing, is not the normal stationary one. He has this check engine light which is blinking, and this is an obvious sign of a misfire. Now when the vehicle was brought for diagnosis, it didn't have any check engine light. Everything was normal and the dash was clean. So on diagnosing the vehicle also, there were no codes. But I strongly suspected that there is a misfire somewhere. Now, if you are diagnosing such a vehicle, you may give it a clean bill of health and say that there was nothing. But to find what was causing the misfire, I did what most of us know, is that you interchange the coil packs. If you suspect the misfire is in one cylinder, you interchange the coil packs and see if the misfire moves with the coil pack. That is where you've taken it next, and with that you may be able to narrow down and also be sure to know that it's either the spark plug or the coil pack. If you interchange the coil packs and the misfire moves to another cylinder, that is on diagnosis, then you will be sure that the misfire is with the coil pack. But if you interchange the coil packs but the misfire stays in the same cylinder, then you are sure that the misfire has something to do with that cylinder. That is either the spark plug there or the that is the injectors there. We'll look at those in more detail, but I decided to remove these coil packs to interchange, and straight away you can see that there is a problem. You see this rubber, what do you call it? This is a holder at the end of the coil pack. It's the one which fits on top of the that is spark plugs and holds it in place. For this vehicle, that rubber holder is worn out for most of these coil packs. Anyway, I decided to interchange the coil packs and take this vehicle for a drive to simulate the conditions where check engine comes on. Now I did this 2-3 times, and the results are very interesting. And I'm making this video so that if you have such a misfire, you may know how to deal with it. You will have a good idea on how to diagnose it and find what the issue is. Now, taking the car out for a drive at the lower speeds, there is no issue, but when you rev up and the speeds creep up, the check engine light comes on. And at this point I had the diagnosis machine plugged on, so quickly we diagnosed and found out that it is a misfire indeed, and it was moving with the change of coil packs. That is, when you interchange the coil packs, it moves to the next place that we put the coil pack. Now, misfires can be caused by many things. So these are some of the reasons. You may have spark plug issues, or coil packs which are faulty, or the wiring harness to the coil packs or the injectors may be faulty. Your injectors also may be the problem, and very rarely is your ECU or PCM the problem. That's your engine computer. You may also have lack of compression, faulty crankshaft position sensors, and many other issues can cause misfires. So when you're diagnosing misfires, also take this into consideration. It is not just one thing, but the most common things which cause or bring about misfires are the spark plugs, the coil packs, and the wiring harnesses of the spark plugs and the injectors. If you can isolate this, then you can move on to these other issues and try to find out what is causing your misfire. Now I decided to remove the coil packs once again and found out that the coil packs which were having issues or causing misfire in their cylinders had this worn out rubber holder. They couldn't hold the spark plug well, and the owner was saying that he is always pulling out his spark plugs using these rubbers. Once he has loosened the spark plugs, he pushes them in, the coil packs in to retrieve them, which most mechanics do, but this is the result. They end up appearing torn and worn, and so they cannot hold the head of the spark plug well. And at certain speed, with vibrations and the engine movement, the coil packs leave or do not hold well the spark plug. So I decided to change this rubber at the end, and these rubbers are very cheap. You can find them for $1 or $1.50, and it's a very simple fix to your misfire, and remove these worn out parts which can cause a problem to your vehicle. Remember, misfires are bad because first of all, unburnt fuel is being dumped. If it's not caused by injectors, the unburnt fuel is being dumped into exhaust, which is clogging your catalytic converter. Catalytic converter is very expensive, and that's why you have your check engine light blinking, telling you should stop and have the vehicle examined immediately. If you continue, then you'll be destroying your vehicle. Now once we changed the rubber holders, the misfires went away, and at any speed we drove the vehicle, there was no check engine light. So I hope this video has helped you. Kindly subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Thanks for your time.